Fun fact number 54. What's meant to be will be. Sometimes we get so caught up in what we want, what we need, and what society says we want and need, what society says we have to do to survive, what the norms of the world are. Sometimes we work really hard and we try really hard to make our aspirations come true. Our hopes, our dreams, other people's hopes and dreams. We'll work really, really hard to make those things come true. We'll work, we'll try, we'll pray, we'll struggle, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. And a lot of times I get really upset about that myself. That I think I have a plan, and if I follow this plan, I'll get to where I need to be. I'll survive. And sometimes I forget that what I want and the way I want things to go isn't always the way they should go. I may think it's the best outcome, the best path, the best way to go, and I'll often be corrected because I'll be going down this path and pushing so hard to get to a certain point or a certain place or make something happen that's positive, or, well, just the whole idea from the moment I was born, I thought I should make the world a better place somehow and help everybody live up to the best person they could be and help them realize their potentials as human beings. And sometimes I can't do that. Sometimes it's not my job. Sometimes it's somebody else's job, or maybe sometimes they're not supposed to know, or they're supposed to figure it out themselves, whatever. But what's meant to be will be. And the way to understand that better is if you think of people who they gotta catch that flight. They've gotta catch that flight. They've gotta get to the other side of the world in 2 days for something. And if they don't get there, the world will fall apart somehow. And they have to catch that flight. And they miss the flight. And the plane crashes. And I think I have another fun fact that's hindsight 2020. But this is the best example I can think of what's meant to be will be. Even with COVID, there were a lot of negatives that came out of it, but there were a lot of positives too. And things wouldn't have moved forward in the way that they have for a lot of people if there hadn't been COVID. But a lot of people lost their lives too. But you think where you are today and how it changed your perspective on things. Even I have a friend who lost his wife, and through fighting for people to wear masks and do the right thing, and talking about long COVID effects and being out there and being the face of the disease in a lot of places, he met somebody who lost their husband, and they both had young children, and now they have each other, and they both can be there for the children that were left behind that are suffering from the loss as well. And they met each other, and they're very much in love and married and having a completely different life. And not that they would have wished this to happen, but it happened, and they found their way forward. And maybe that's what was meant to be. And that's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. To not have what you want and then have things turn out the way you would want or hope them to. But they turn out the way they're meant to happen. So what's meant to be will be. And you have to trust in whatever you believe in as a higher power or a God. Yes, you do have free will, and you do need to try, and you do need to fight for what you want. But sometimes you need to let go and see what happens. Because what's meant to be will be, even if it's not what you want. It might be the best thing in the end for everybody. So that's what's meant to be will be. Fun fact, what did I say? 54? Ciao bellas. Do do do.